The wind. The midnight murder wind. And too much blood in the wind. Too much falling on the leaves.
My father went out one day when I was 6 and didn't come back. He went out one day, they attacked him. They smashed in one side of his head and took his body, laid him across some tracks and ran a streetcar with him. Cut his body almost into two. Cut him with those big scissor wheels. And in that condition, he lived for nearly 2.5 hours more. My father was tough. He was an angry man.
But with him dead, his family struggled to stay alive. We struggled to keep together, to keep our pride and our dignity. That's when the social workers came.
Why are your children so different from each other, Mrs. Little? Why are some of your children lighter than each other, Mrs. Little?
Them white folk came like the plague.
Were you ever pregnant for another man other than your husband, Mrs. Little? Have you had a man since your husband died, Mrs. Little?
Sliding out of the filth under the rocks.
Do you make money just by taking and earning, Mrs. Little?
They came like a plague, those well-fed people.
Why does Malcolm steal, Mrs. Little?
Why don't you eat pork,
Mrs. Little, why are you poor, Mrs. Little?
Now why is Reginald stupid, Mrs. Little?
Why don't you feed your children better, Mrs. Little?
Why don't you dress your children better, Mrs. Little? Why are you poor, Mrs. Little?
Won't you go on relief, Mrs. Little? Why won't you take our money? Why?
They came hard and tenacious until we were destroyed. Until my mother caved under their incessant pressure.
Children, there's something the matter with your mother. Very hard to off my mother. Shut her up in a mental ward and sent her 6 kids packing. My earliest memories are of the clan, shrouded in righteousness.
Burning our house.
My childhood memories of that white, black legion.
Invisible in this place.
Murdered my father!
And I do not forget them.
Nor do I forgive.
Malcolm.
Malcolm!